now we are live stream. Hemlata Mataji and Gayatri Mataji, when you are ready, kindly start, please. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा। भजहूँ रे मन श्री नंद नंदन, अभय चरणार विंद रे।
भजो रे मां। हरे
श्री
कृष्ण माता जी।
नंद नंदन, अभय चरणार विंद रे।
भजो रे माना श्री नंद नंदन, अभय चरणार विंद रे। दुर्लभ
भजहूँ रे मन श्री नंद नंदन, अभय चरणार विंद रे।
भजहु रे माना श्री नंद नंदन, अभय चरणार विंद रे।
दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संगे, तरह ये भव सिंधु रे।
दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संगे, तरो हे भव सिंधु रे।
दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संगे, तरह ये भव सिंधु रे।
दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संग, तरो होए भव सिंधु रे।
शीत आतप वातवरीषण, शीत आतप वातवरीषण, ये दिन यामिनी जागिरे।
सीता तप बहुत भरीषण, सीता तप बहुत भरीषण, ए दिन जामिनी जागिरे।
भजहूँ रे मन श्री नंद नंदन, अभय चरणार विंद रे।
भजहु रे मन श्री नंद नंदन, अभय चरणार विंद रे।
विफले से बिनु कृपण दुर्जन, चपल सुख लव लागी रे।
विफले से विनु कृपण दुर्जन, चपल सुख लब लागी रे।
विफले से बिनु कृपण दुर्जन, चपल सुख लव लागी रे।
विफले से विनु कृपण दुर्जन, चपल सुख लब लागी रे।
ये धन यौवन पुत्र परिजन, ये धन यौवन पुत्र परिजन, इथे कियाछे परतीति रे।
ये धन यौवन पुत्र परिजन, ये धन यौवन पुत्र परिजन, इहिते के आछे परतीति रे।
भजहूँ रे मन श्री नंद नंदन, अभय चरणार विंद रे।
बाजहु रे मन श्रीनंदनंदन अभय चरणारविंद रे
कमल दल जल जीवन टलमल भजहु हरि पद नीति रे
कमल दल जल जीवन तलमल बजहु हरि पद नीति रे
कमल दल जल जीवन टलमल भजहु हरि पद नीति रे
कमल दल जल जीवन तलमल बजहु हरि पद नीति रे
भजहु रे मन श्री नंद नंदन अभय चरणारविंद रे
बजहु रे मन श्रीनंदनंदन अभय चरणारविंद रे
श्रवण कीर्तन स्मरण वंदन श्रवण कीर्तन स्मरण वंदन पाद सेवन दास्य रे
श्रवण कीर्तन स्मरण वंदन श्रवण कीर्तन स्मरण वंदन पाद सेवन दास्य रे
भजहु रे मन श्री नंद नंदन अभय चरणारविंद रे
बजहु रे मन श्रीनंदनंदन अभय चरणारविंद रे
पूजन सखी जन आत्मनिवेदन पूजन सखी जन आत्मनिवेदन गोविंद दास अभिलाष रे
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 भजहु रे मन श्री नंद नंदन अभय चरणारविंद रे
बजहु रे मन श्रीनंदनंदन अभय चरणारविंद रे
दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संगे तरह भव सिंधु रे
दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संग तरो होए भाव सिंधु रे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधा माधव श्री राधे
जय राधा माधव राधा माधव श्री राधे
जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा
जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा
जय राम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय सीता राम लक्ष्मण हनुमान
जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
जय गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल
जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद
श्रीला गुरुदेव प्रभुपाद की जय
जय
हरे कृष्णा
Thank- हरे
Thank you,
कृष्ण
Mataji.
माता
Thank you, Mataji. Very well done, Mataji. First time I couldn't do that, which you have done.
नो माता जी
Thank you. No, no, you have this special quality, Mataji. Hari bol.
थैंक यू माता जी हरे कृष्णा आई लर्न दिस सॉन्ग नाउ वेरी नाइस सॉन्ग माता
Yeah.
जी थैंक यू हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So beautiful, Kirtan. So nice. Thank you so much. Okay, so we shall move to the next Mangalachan pairs, and then we go to the Dhruva Maharaj story. Okay, so first of all, let me just offer Mangalacharan prayers. Oh. अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांशं श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांशाम्। हे कृष्ण करुणसिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिविकासस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। शृणुतां स्वकथाः कृष्णः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः हृद्यन्तस्त्वह्य भद्राणि विदुनोति सुहृसतां नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। इदं भागवतं नाम पुराणं ब्रह्मसंहितम् उत्तमश्लोकचरितं चकार भगवान् ऋषिः निःश्रेयसाय लोकधन्यं स्वस्तये नमः। कृष्णे सुदामोपगते धर्मज्ञानादिभिः सह खलु न श्रुषामेष पुराणार्को अधुनोदितः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रये। अथ विश्वेश विश्वात्मन् विश्वमूर्ते स्वकेषु मे स्नेहपाशम् इमं चिन्तिदृढं पानुषुरिष्णुषु त्वयि मे नन्यविषया मतिर्मदपते सकृद् रतिमुद्वाहतदद्ध गङ्गेवघुमुदन्वति। श्रीकृष्ण कृष्ण सख विष्णुक्षुभावनिधृग्राजन्यवंशदहनानपवर्गवीर्य गोविन्द गोद्विजसुराट्यहरावतार योगेश्वर किल गुरो भगवन्नमस्ते योगेश्वर किल गुरो भगवन्नमस्ते योगेश्वर किल गुरो भगवन्नमस्ते योगेश्वर किल गुरो भगवन्नमस्ते। तुलयामलवेनापि न स्वगृहं न पुनर्भवं भगवत्सङ्गसङ्गस्य मच्चानां किमुताशशः पुनश्च भूयात् भगवत्यनन्ते रतिः प्रसङ्गश तदाश्रयेषु महस्तु यां यामुपयां सृष्टिमैत्रस्य सर्वत्र नमो द्विजेभ्यः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरं श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वन्दे बालोऽपि यदनुग्रहात् तरेणानमतग्राह व्याप्तं सिद्धान्तसागरं श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वन्दे यत्पादाश्रयविदितः संगृणाति आकरव्रातात् अज्ञः सिद्धान्तसन्मनीम्। ॐ नमो भगवते राधा गोविन्दाय नमः। Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you so much for kindly waiting. Okay, so we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam. It is the fourth canto, chapter 12. So here about the Dhruva Maharaj, there are 5 chapters allocated for Dhruva Maharaj story. So the brief history goes like that. So just if we see in the 4th canto, chapter 8, from chapter 8 to chapter 12. So these are the 5 chapters. The first chapter is the Dhruva Maharaj leaves home for the forest. So when Maitreya Rishi describing about the Swayambhumanu and his lineage, so during that time Dhruva Maharaj comes, that name comes, and then Vidura asks to describe that one. So Maitreya Rishi describes Dhruva Maharaj's story, and then how he leaves the home for the forest, and then Dhruva Maharaj returns after his complete meditation, and then he has seen the Lord, and he prayed to the Lord, and Lord awarded benedictions that one at the end of his life he will go back to the Dhruva Loka. So there the Lord appears to Dhruv, and then after that, when Dhruv Maharaj's younger brother Uttama, when he went to the forest, there he was killed by one yaksha, and later on his mother is Surichi, Uttama's mother, and then Surichi went to find his son, and then in the forest fire, she also dies. So these are two things, like when Dhruv Maharaj was child, so they have made Surichi was a bit offensive to Dhruva Maharaj. Of course, later on, though she became good towards Dhruva Maharaj after Dhruva Maharaj returns home, but still, offense to the Vaishnavas, it will never uh, be quiet. It will make one's life so much horrible. So, but likewise, Surichi dies, and then later on, Dhruva Maharaj, after understanding that his brother Uttama was dead, killed by the Yaksha, and then he went to the Himalayas. So that is the Alakapuri, where this all the Yakshas are there. So where Kuvera is the king of all these Yakshas, Kinnaras, and Gandharvas, like that. So those people live there in the Alakapuri, which is near to the Kailasa mountain. It is so beautiful city. All the Punya Janstrina. So all these the pious people, they are all pious people, Yakshas as well. Um, so there, in order to take revenge for his brothers, and then he fight with and he killed so many Yakshas, and then later on, when he was killing so many of these Yakshas, Swayambhumanu comes there, and then he advised Dhruva Maharaja to stop fighting. Oh Dhruv, you have meditated on Supreme Lord when you were 5 years old, you got the benedictions, but you have achieved that one at 5 years old itself. And the devotees of the Lord Vishnu, they're always sadhus, and they never harm anyone. But though it is only one yaksha kill your brother, but you are killing so many yakshas, they're not, they're all innocent people. And then Swayambhamanu gives some kind of knowledge, the transcendental knowledge again, enlighten Dhruva Maharaj again. Though this is Dhruva Maharaj at the time of, so I think approximately in his younger ages itself. But Dhruva Maharaj rules, he lives for 36,000 years and he rules the kingdom. And before 36,000 years, this happens, all these things, killing of yakshas, and after that, Swayambhanu comes and then he instructs. So Titikshaya, Karunaya, Maitriya cha Akil Jantushu, Samatvena cha Sarvatra, Bhagwan Samprasidati. When you are equal to all the living entities, the Lord will be pleased. And then when Lord is pleased, Samprasanni Bhagavati Pursha Prakrutaihi Gunaihi Vimukto. So Vimukto Guna Nirvukto. So he mentions that once the Lord is pleased, then Brahma Nirvana Mruchati. Brahma Nirvana, one will attain that Brahma Nirvana. So likewise, that knowledge again sees Swayambhamanu gives to Dhruva Maharaj. So when he was younger itself, and then after that he stops the fighting, and then he goes home, and then he rules the kingdom. So after Swayambhamanu leaves, immediately Yaksha's king, the Kuvera, comes there. And then Kuvera was very pleased with Swayambhamanu because he stopped the war and killing of these yakshas. Because controlling the anger, it is very difficult. But immediately, as soon as Swambhumanu enlightens Dhruva, and then Dhruva stopped, and then immediately Kuvera appears, and then he was pleased with the Dhruva Maharaj's actions, and then he says, he also um, appreciate Dhruva Maharaj. So you have meditated in your 5 years old itself, and you have pleased the Lord, and then Lord has given benedictions to you. So because of that, even you are qualified to take benedictions from me as well. So I did not get any angry towards you. So you have your son, your brother Uttama did not kill Yaksha. Sorry, you did not kill all the Yakshas, or one Yaksha did not kill the Uttama. But it is only the time it decides who is going to die at what time, who is going to kill whom at that particular time. Likewise, Swami Bhumanu says, and then further he speaks. And then after that, when he asked that one, what kind of benedictions you want, then it says that it is very beautiful verse. One just wanted to share that verse, and then we shall move into the katha. So Dhruva Maharaj says, Sa Raja Rajena Varaya Choditu Dhruva Mahabhagavato Mahamatihi Harusa Vavre Achalitam Smritim Yaya Tarati Ayatnena Dhrutyam Tamaha. So he was asking, Achalitam Smritim Yaya. Achalitam, it is without deviation. I wanted to have remembrance of Lord Hari. Haro Savavre Achalitam Smritim Yaya. So in such a way, he was addressed Dhruva Mahabhagavato Mahamatihi. Mahamatihi is very intelligent, what to ask. So generally, if we are given chance what to ask benedictions, some ask, I want money, I want family relations, beautiful wives, that, this, and so many things. But here, that is not Mahamati. Mahamati is Dhruva Maharaj is addressed. Dhruva Mahabhagavata Mahamatihi. This is Mahamati. He is asking remembrance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sometimes we also see always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. So this is the statement that a devotee means. Tarati Yatnena Dhrutyayam Tamaha, because that is the path for one to go back to the home, back to Godhead. Antakale Jimam Eva Smaran Muktva Kalevaram. Smaran. That Smritim, here Dhruva Maharaj asked for only but that Smriti, nothing else. And then even he was Dhanada. Then Dhanada is Kuvera's name. And then he was very pleased by hearing that kind of benediction. And then after giving that benediction to Dhruva Maharaj, he leaves to Alakapuri, and Dhruva Maharaj goes to his kingdom. And then he rules for 36,000 years. So that we would see by reading this chapter how he goes back to home. This is when he was leaving the abode, we would see how he has enjoyed the kingdom, and while he is performing sacrifices, he also enjoys. And then he remembers the Lord, he worships, engages in the devotional service to the Lord. And then at the end, when the time comes, after 36,000 years, he gives back the kingdom to his children, and then go to the forest, and then where in the Badrikashrama, where he meditated on the Lord's beautiful form again, and then when he was completely purified, free from all kinds of material entanglement, at that time the Lord's Parshadas Nanda and Sunda comes there with the beautiful airplane, and then Dhruva Maharaj taking the bath in that nearby pond and purify himself again, and then taking the permission from all the sages there, and then he comes and then he offers his obeisances unto Nanda and Sunanda. He then board onto that airplane, and he was going, he remembers about his mother Suniti, and then oh, poor mother, where is my mother? So she has given me so much of instructions, she showed me the path. And then when he was thinking like that, Nanda and Sunanda shows that another airplane is also going, that is the mother of Suniti going to the Vaikunta Loka. So that Vishnu Harehe Vishnu Padam. And no one has gone there. That is called Vishnu Loka or Dhruva Loka, and also Sumara Loka. So likewise, number of names are there, which is situated in the Mahal Loka, that area. Okay, likewise, it comes all this story. Okay, so there are 50 shlokas, 52 translations in this one. Okay, we are four devotees. So, as a first in, first come. So, Hemlata Mataji reads 10 shloka, 10 texts, and then Gayatri Mataji next 11 to 20. Gaurangi Mataji reads 21 to 30. Swarup Prabhuji 31 to 40. And then we'll see if any devotees join. We give opportunity. Okay, we'll start with Hemlata Mataji. So with the chapter 12, Dhruva Maharaj goes back to Godhead. And also here one more thing, when he was going, the Lord of Death comes and he steps on top of the head of the Mrityu and then he climbs onto the airplane. That we would see in this one. Okay, Mataji, when you're ready.
Hare Krishna. Dhruva Maharaj goes back to Godhead. The great sage Maitreya said, "My dear Vidura, Dhruva Maharaja's anger subsided and he completely ceased killing yakshas. When Kuvera, the most blessed master of the treasury, learned this news, he appeared before Dhruva. While being worshipped by yakshas, kinnaras, and charanas, he spoke to Dhruva Maharaj, who stood before him with folded hands. Text 2. The master of treasury, Kuvera, said, "O sinless son of Kshatriya, I am very glad to know that under the instruction of your grandfather, you have given up your enmity, although it's very difficult to avoid. I am very pleased with you." Third text. Actually, actually, you have not killed the yakshas, not have they killed your brother. For the ultimate cause of generation and annihilation is the eternal time feature of the Supreme Lord. 4. Misidentification of oneself and others as I and you on the basis of the bodily concept of life is a product of ignorance. This bodily concept is cause of repeated birth and death, and it makes us goes on continuously in material existence. Text 5. My dear Dhruva, come forward. May the Lord always grace you with good fortune. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is beyond our sensory perception, is the super soul of all living entities, and thus all entities are one without distinction. Therefore, being rendering service unto the transcendental form of the Lord, who is the ultimate shelter of all living entities. Text 6. Engage yourself fully, therefore, in the devotional service of the Lord, for only He can deliver us from this entanglement of the materialistic existence. Although the Lord is attached to His material potency, He is aloof from His activities. Everything in His material world is happening by inconceivable potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. 7. My dear Dhruv Maharaj, son of Maharaj Utanpad, we have heard that you are constantly engaged in transcendental loving service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known for his lotus navel. You are therefore worthy to take all benedictions from us. Please, therefore, ask without hesitation whatever benediction you want from us. Text 8. The great sage Maitreya continued, My dear Vidura, when thus asked to accept a benediction from Kuvera, the Yakshras, king of Yakshas, Dhruv Maharaj, that most elevated pure devotee, who was an intelligent and thoughtful king, begged that he might have unflinching faith in and remembrance of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So thus a person can cross over the ocean of nescience very easily, although it's very difficult for others to cross. Text 9. The son of Idavida, Idaveda, Lord Kuvera was very pleased, and happily he gave Dhruv Maharaj the benediction he wanted. Thereafter he disappeared from Dhruva's presence, and Dhruv Maharaj returned to his capital city. As long as he continued, as long as he remained at home, Dhruv Maharaj performed many great ceremonial sacrifices in order to please the enjoyer of all sacrifices, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prescribed ceremonial sacrifices are especially meant to please Lord Vishnu, who is the objective of all sacrifices and who awards the resultant benedictions. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Right. Thank you, Mataji. Would you like to recite this shloka, Mataji?
Okay. Maitre Vacha Sarajrajenvaraya Chodito Dhruvo Mahabhagavato Mahamatihi Haro Sabrave Achalitam Smritim Yaya Taratya Yattenduratyayam Tamaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Gayatri Mataji, would you like to recite the shloka, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Maitreya uvacha Sarajarajen varaya chodito Dhruvo Mahabhagavato Mahamatihi Harau Savarvavre Achalitam Smritim Yaya Ayatnena Duratyayam Tamaha. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Gauriki Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Maitreya Vacha Sarajarajena Varaya Chedito Dhruvo Mahabhagavato Mahamatiha Haro Sababre Achalitam Smitiyam Yaya Tarate Yatnena Duratayam Tamaha.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Swarup Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Is it my turn? I thought.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Okay. So, Prabhu, you want me to read from?
Recite verse, just verse.
Okay. Maitreya Uvacha Saraja Rajena Varaya Kudito Dhruvo Mahabhagavatu Mahamati Haro Sevavre Asalitam Smritam Yaya Tarati Ayatnena Dhurat Tamaha.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Sir Rajarajena Varaya Chodito, when he was Varaya Chodito, inspired by the benediction, the Dhruva Mahabhagavata Mahamatihi, he was the great Bhagavata, Mahabhagavata. Mahamatihi is the have great intelligence and who has got a good intelligence. And Haru Sa Vavre Achalitam Smritim Vyaya Tarati Ayatnena Dhruchayam Tamaha. So if anyone asks, I want a key for a big treasure house. That is, I need that one. This is like that. I just wanted to remember Smritim, Achalitam Smritim Vyaya. Treasure of Hari Bhakti, remembering Krishna's names. Tarati Ayatnena Dhruchayam Tamaha. So because by Tarati, it would cross Ayatnena without any much endeavor, Dhruchayam, which is very difficult to cross, Tamaha is the material science. Just by remembering Lord's name, we can cross very easily. Okay, that is the just a beautiful verse to remember as well. Okay, we shall continue by reading the translations. Gayatri Mataji from text level 220, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Text 11. Dhruva Maharaja rendered devotional service unto the Supreme, the reservoir of everything, with relenting force. While carrying out his devotional service to the Lord, he could see that everything is situated in him only and that he is situated in all living entities. The Lord is called Achyuta because he never fails in his prime duty to give protection to his devotees. Text 12. Dhruva Maharaja was endowed with all godly qualities. He was very respectful to the devotees of the Supreme Lord and very kind to the poor and innocent, and he protected religious principles. With all these qualifications, he was considered to be the direct father of all the citizens. Text 13. Dhruva Maharaja ruled over this planet for 36,000 years. He diminished the reactions of pious activities by enjoyment, and by practicing austerities, he diminished inauspicious reactions. Text 14. The self-controlled, the self-controlled great soul Dhruva Maharaja thus passed many, many years favorably executing three kinds of worldly activities, namely religiosity, economic development, and satisfaction of all material desires. Thereafter, he handed over the charge of the royal throne to his son. Text 15. Sri Srila Dhruva Maharaja realized that this cosmic manifestation bewilders living entities like a dream or phantasmagoria because it is a creation of the illusory external energy of the Supreme Lord. Text 16. Thus, Dhruva Maharaja at the end left his kingdom, which extended all over the earth and was bounded by the great oceans. He considered his body, his wives, his children, his friends, his army, his rich treasury, his very comfortable palaces, and his many enjoyable pleasure grounds to be creation of the illusory energy. Thus, in due course of time, he retired to the forest in the Himalayas known as Badarikashrama. Text 17. In Badarikashrama, Dhruva Maharaja's senses became completely purified because he bathed regularly in the crystal clear, purified water. He fixed his sitting position and by yogic practice, he controlled the breathing process and the air of life. In this way, his senses were completely withdrawn. Then he concentrated his mind on the Archa Vigraha form of the Lord, which is the exact replica of the Lord, and thus meditating upon him entered into complete trance. Text 18. Because of his transcendental bliss, incessant tears flowed from his eyes. His heart melted, and there was shivering and standing of the hairs all over his body. Thus transformed in a trance of devotional service, Dhruva Maharaja completely forgot his bodily existence, and thus he immediately became liberated from material bondage. Text 19. As soon as the symptoms of his liberation were manifest, he saw a very beautiful airplane coming down from the sky as if the brilliant full moon were coming down, illuminating all the 10 directions. Text 20. Dhruva Maharaja saw two very beautiful associates of Lord Vishnu in the plain. They had 4 hands and a blackish bodily luster. They were very youthful and their eyes were just like reddish lotus flowers. They held clubs in their hands and were dressed in very attractive garments with helmets and were decorated with necklaces, bracelets, and earrings. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. It is very beautiful that now he is seeing here, Dhruva Maharaj, it describes the Nanda and the Sunanda. These are the Vishnu's Pashvadas. Their beauty is very glorified. Tatrānudeva paurau chaturbhujau shyamau kishorau arunambhujekshanau stitau avashtabhya gadam suvasau kiritaharangada angada charu kundalau. It is very beautiful shloka. It is a rememberable one. तत्राणुदेव प्रवरौ चतुर्भुजौ श्यामौ किशोरौ अरुणाम्भुजेक्षणौ सितौ अवष्टभ्य गदां सुवाससौ किरीटहराङ्गदचारुकुण्डलौ किरीटहाराङ्गदचारुकुण्डलौ. Gayatri Mataji, would you like to recite this shloka, Mataji, please? Gayatri Mataji.
Oh, sorry. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I thought it was on me. Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. Tan तत्रानुदेव प्रवरौ चतुर्भुजौ श्यामौ किशोरौ अरुणाम्भुजेक्षणौ स्थितौ अवास्ताभ्यगदां स्ववाससौ किरीटहाराङ्गद Harangada Charukundalau. Hare Krishna.
Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Hemlata Mataji, would you like to recite?
Hare Krishna. तत्रानुदेव प्रवरो चतुर्भुजौ श्यामो किशोरवरुणाम्बुजो जेक्षणो स्थितावष्टभ्य गदां सुवाससो किरीटहराङ्गचारुकुण्डलौ. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Gauringi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. तत्रानुदेव प्रवरो चतुर्भुजौ श्यामो किशोरवरुणाम्बुजे छनो स्थितवस्तभ्य गदं सुवाससौ किरीटधराङ्गदाचारुकुण्डलौ. Hare
Very
Krishna.
nice. Thank you, Mataji. Swarup Prabhuji, please.
Tatranudeva pravaro chaturbhujau samao kisora arunam bhuje kshano sthita avastabhya gadam subhasau kirita harangada charu kundalau. Hare Krishna Guru.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Abusha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. तत्रानुदेव प्रवरो चतुर्भुजौ श्यामो किशोरावरुणाम्बुजेक्षणौ स्थितावष्टभ्य गदां सुवाससौ किरीटहाराङ्गदचारुकुण्डलौ.
Very beautiful. Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Okay, so it's a very beautiful that Dhruva Maharaj saw the two very beautiful associates of Lord Vishnu in the plain. They had 4 hands and a blackish bodily luster. They were very youthful and their eyes were just like reddish lotus flowers. They held clubs in their hands and they were dressed in very attractive garments with helmets and were decorated with necklaces, bracelets, and earrings. So this is how they are looking at Nanda and Sunanda. These two are Nanda and Sunanda. So this aeroplane came there and Dhruva is climbing that one. Okay, so we shall go back to the continue that chapter. Okay, so can I request Gauriki Mataji from 21 to 30, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 21 to, okay. Dhruva Maharaja, seeing that these uncommon personality were direct servants of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, immediately stood up. But being puzzled in Hastings, he forgot how to receive them in the proper way. Therefore, he simply offered obeisance with folded hands and chanted and glorified the holy name of the Lord. Text 22. Dhruva Maharaja was always observed in thinking of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. His heart was full with Krishna. When the two confidential servants of the Supreme Lord, who were named Nanda and Sunanda, approached him, smiling happily. Dhruva stood with folded hands, bowing humbly. They then addressed him as follows. Text 23. Nanda and Sunanda, the two confidential associated of Lord Vishnu, said, Dear King, let there be all good fortune unto you. Please attentively hear what we shall say. Then you were only 5 years old. You underwent severe austerities, and you thereby greatly satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. 24. Text 24. We are representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the Creator of the whole universe, who carries in this hand the bow named Saranga. We have been especially devoted to take you to the spiritual world. Sorry. Text 25. To achieve Vishnu Loka is very difficult, but by your austerity, you have conquered even the great races and demigods cannot achieve this position. Simply to see the supreme abode the Vishnu planet, the sun and moon and all the other planets, stars, lunar, many suns, and solar systems are circumambulating it. Now, please come. You are welcome to go there. Text 26. Dear King Dhruva, neither your forefathers nor anyone else before you ever achieved such a transcendental planet. The planet known is Vishnu Loka, where Lord Vishnu personality resided. It's the highest of all. It is worshipable by the inhabitants of all other planets with the universe. Please come with us and live there eternally. Text 27. Immortal, one this unique airplane has been sent by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is worshipped by selected prayers and who is the chief of all living entities. You are quite worthy to board such a plan. Text 28. The great said Maitreya continues, Maharaja Dhruva was very dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When he heard the sweet speech of the Lord's chief associated in the Vaikunta planet, he immediately took his sacred bath, dressed himself with suitable ornaments and perform his daily spiritual duties. Therefore, further, he offered his respectful absence to the great sects present there and accepted their blessing. Text 29. Before getting aboard, Dhruva Maharaja worshipped the airplane, circum, circumambulated it, and also offered options to the associates of Vishnu. In the meantime, he became the brilliant and illuminating as molten gold. He was thus completely prepared to board the transcendental plan. Text 30. When Dhruva Maharaja was attempting to get on the transcendental plan, he saw death personal feet approached him, not crying to death. However, he took advantage of the opportunity to put his feet on the head of death, and thus he got up on the airplane, which as big as a house. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hi, thank you, Mataji. So this is how Dhruva Maharaj is preparing himself and taking blessings of the sages there. And then when he was going and climbing on the airplane, he put his feet on the head of the death and got up onto the airplane. So that means he is going in his own body. So and the airplane is as big as the house, as a house. Okay, in this purport, Prabhupada has given that there is Kadama Prajapati. He created another beautiful airplane to please his wife Devahuti. प्रियायाः प्रियमन्विच्छन् कर्दमो योगमासितः विमानं कामकं चत्तः तर्हि एव Chirvat, something like that he mentions. So it is so beautiful, and then it gives Sarva Kamadugam, Divyam Sarvaratna Samanvitam. So likewise, the description of those airplanes. So these airplanes are very, very different and vividly constructed. But this airplane is specially sent for Dhruva Maharaj. Okay, so just we shall move on due to the time. Okay, Swarup Prabhuji from 31. Do we have Sandeep Prabhuji here? Okay, so
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah, he is upstairs, Prabhuji.
yeah, sure, Mataji. So if he is available, then 41 to 46, and then Usha Mataji 47 to 52. Okay,
Hare
so
Krishna Prabhuji. He is coming, Prabhuji.
yeah, now Swarup
Yeah.
Prabhuji is going to read from 31 to 40.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
At that time, drums and kettle drums resounded from the sky. The chief Gandharvas began to sing, and other demigods showered flowers like torrents of rain upon Dhruva Maharaja. Dhruva was seated in the transcendental airplane, which was just about to start. When he remembered his poor mother Suniti, he thought to himself, how shall I go alone to the Vaikunta planet and leave behind my poor mother? The great associates of Vaikuntaloka, Nanda and Sunanda, could understand the mind of Dhruva Maharaja, and thus they showed him that his mother, Suniti, was going forward in another plane. While Dhruva Maharaja was passing through space, he gradually saw all the planets of the solar system, and on the path he saw all the demigods in their airplanes showering flowers upon him like rain. Dhruva Maharaja thus surpassed the seven planetary system of the great sages. Just one second, something else. Who are known as Saptarshi. Beyond that region, he achieved the transcendental situation of permanent life in the planet where Lord Vishnu lives. The self-effulgent Vaikunta planets, by whose illumination alone all the illuminating planets within this material world give off reflected light, cannot be reached by those who are not merciful to the other living entities. Only persons who constantly engage in welfare activities for other living entities can reach the Vaikunta planets. Persons who are peaceful, equipoised, cleansed, and purified, and who know the art of pleasing all other living entities, keep friendship only with devotees of the Lord. They alone can very easily achieve the perfection of going back home, back to Godhead. In this way, the fully Krishna conscious Dhruva Maharaja, the exalted son of Maharaja Uttanapada, attained the summit of the three statuses of planetary systems. Saint Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, descendant of Kuru, as a herd of bulls circumambulate bullets a central pole on their right side, all the luminaries within the universal sky increasingly circumambulate the abode of Dhruva Maharaja with great force and speed. After observing the glories of Dhruva Maharaja, the great sage Narada, playing his veena, went to the sacrificial arena of the Pracetas and very happily chanted the following three verses. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, 41 to 46, Sandeep Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Sandeep.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
The 41 to 46, Prabhuji, please.
Sure, Prabhu, yeah. The great sage Narada said simply by the influence of his spiritual advancement. One second, Prabhu, it's like I can't see this blocking. And powerful austerity, Dhruva Maharaja, the son of Suniti, who was devoted to her husband, acquired an exalted position not possible to attain even for the so called Vedantists or strict followers of the Vedic principles, not to speak of ordinary human beings. The great sage Narada continued, just see how Dhruva Maharaja, aggrieved at the harsh words of his stepmother, went to the forest at the age of only 5 years and under my direction underwent austerity. Although the Supreme Personality of Godhead is unconquerable, Dhruva Maharaja defeated him with the specific qualifications possessed by the Lord's devotees. Dhruva Maharaja, text 43, Dhruva Maharaja attained an exalted position at the age of only 5 or 6 years after undergoing austerity for 6 months. Alas, a great Kshatriya cannot achieve such a position even after undergoing austerities for many, many years. Text 44. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, whatever you have asked from me about the great reputation and character of Dhruva Maharaja, I have explained to you in all detail. Great saintly persons and devotees very much like to hear about Dhruva Maharaja. Text 45. By hearing the narration of Dhruva Maharaja, one can fulfill desires for wealth, reputation, and increased duration of life. It is so auspicious that one can even go to a heavenly planet or attain Dhruva Loka, which was achieved by Dhruva Maharaja just by hearing about him. The demigods also become pleased because this narration is so glorious and it is so powerful that it can counteract all the results of one's sinful actions. Text 46. Anyone who hears the narration of Dhruva Maharaja and who repeatedly tries with faith and devotion to understand his pure character attains the pure devotional platform and executes pure devotional service. By such activities, one can diminish the threefold miserable conditions of material life. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nicely read. Okay, thank you so much. Can I request Usha Mataji, please, from 47 to 52?
Yes, Prabhupada Krishna. Anyone who hears this narration of Dhruva Maharaj acquires exalted qualities like him. For anyone who desires greatness, prowess, or influence, here is the process by which to acquire them. And for thoughtful man who want adornation, here is the proper means. The great sage Maitreya recommended one should chant of the character and activities of Dhruv Maharaj both in the morning and in the evening with great attention and care in a society of Brahmanas or other twice born persons. Persons who have completely taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord should recite this narration of Dhruv Maharaj without taking a remuneration. Specifically, recitation is recommended on the full moon or dark moon day on the day after Ekadasi, on the appearance of the Sarvana star at the end of a particular tithi or the occasion of a Vyatipata at the end of the month or on Sunday. Such recitation should, of course, be performed before a favorable audience. When recitation is performed this way, without professional motive, the reciter and audience become perfect. The narration of Dhruv Maharaj is sublime knowledge for the attainment of immorality. Persons unaware of the absolute truth can be led to the path of truth. Those who, out of transcendental kindness, take on the responsibility of becoming master protectors of the poor living entities automatically gain the interest and blessings of the demigods. The transcendental activities of Dhruv Maharaj are well known all over the world and they are very pure. In childhood, Dhruv Maharaj rejected all kind of toys and playthings, left the protection of his mother and seriously took shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. My dear Vidura, I therefore conclude this narration, for I have described to you all its details. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so this is the Dhruva Maharaja. So he is boarding onto the aeroplane. So this is the special aeroplane sent by the Lord. And also here, Dhruva Maharaj, he has decorated himself with all the required paraphernalia and ornaments as well. But Prabhupada mentions all our ornaments are the tilaks on our body and then Kattimala, so it should be always there. And this is one thing. And also Prabhupada, there are different pictures of, this is Dhruva Maharaj's another picture when he was going on the aeroplane. There is a similar, there are other aeroplanes that are also going, taking all those devotees. Behind this, this is another aeroplane. This is one aeroplane. They look like a swan and then going to the Vishnu Loka. Okay, so there, and these are some of the pictures how Dhruva Maharaj was completely absorbed. Adaram Hadadinam Pradhana Purusheshwaram. This is Brahmadaryamanasya Trayolokashakam Pire. When he was meditating, absorbing completely, capturing the Lord's form, all the Trayolokashakam Pire, all the three planetary systems, they were just trembling. So during that time. Okay, so that is Dhruva Maharaj, and then further another picture. And this is how Dhruva Maharaj, this is Avandatangam Dandavat Pranam. So he is doing Dandavat Pranam to the Lord when the Lord has appeared. And then, yes, so this is about the Lord's, Dhruva Maharaj's pastimes, how he was taken to the Lord's abode. Okay, so I just stop here, and there is much to speak, but due to the time conscious, I request devotees to share, ask questions, and also anything on this from devotee side. Any questions, or you wanted to share anything about Dhruva Maharaj?
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Prabhu. I have question, Prabhu. Who was son of Dhruv Maharaj, whom he gave his throne after leaving this planet?
Yes, so Dhruva Maharaj, in his lineage, Anga Maharaj comes in that lineage, and then Vena, and then Prudu Maharaj. So they come into the Dhruva Maharaj lineage.
Okay. And one more thing, Prabhu. In Yakshas and Rakshasas, who are better?
Yaksha and
Rakshas, or are they same?
yes, both are of greater than human beings. Yakshas, Rakshasas, Kinnaras, Gandharvas, and Apsaras. They are all greater than human beings. They live. It is mentioned that Bhurloka is the place for all these kind of supernatural living entities. And these Yakshas and Rakshasas, so we would see in the Himalaya mountains. Himalaya mountains, it is described very beautiful, that place, how the Yakshas, Punya Janastrinam, Navakunkuma Pinjaram. So likewise, it is very nicely described, that one. Let me just see how those. Okay. Where is that one? Yes. So that is described. Janmaushadi tapo mantraihi yoghidjaihi naretaraihi justam kinnirgandharvaihi apsaropihi vrutam sadam nana manimanaihi sringaihi nana dhatu vichitritaihi nana drumalata gulmaihi nana mrugagana avrutaihi नानामलप्रशुनैः नानाकन्दरसानुभिः रमणं विहरन्तीनां रमणैः सिद्धयोषितम्. So Siddhayoshitam, there again description of different birds, flowers, and then trees, and then later on the different fruit trees as well. Panasavudumbar Ashwadha, Plakshanyagrodhingubihi, Bhujjaihi Voshadvihi Pogaihi, Rajabhokaihi, Jambubihi, Kajur Amritak Amrajaihi, Priyala Madukingudaihi, Dharmajadibihanyesha, Rajitam Venukitsakaihi. So just coming to that point, where these yakshas. So there are beautiful ponds. There is Nanda, Nandacha, Alakanandacha, Sarito Bahitaha Puraha. Puraha is the Alakapuri. So this is Daddushu Tatrate Ramyam Alakam Nama Vaipurim. Vanam Saugandikam Chap Yatra Tanama Pankajam Alakapuri. So Alakam Nama Vaipurim. This is the where this Kuvera and all his associates live in there. There is Saugandikam, the lotus flowers are there. Once Bhima also went there to get that one on the request of Draupadi. There Bhima also killed some of the Yakshas. Okay, so that is the Nanda Chalaka Sarito Bhashitaha Puraha Tiddapada Padam Bhoja Rajasativa Pavani. Yoho Turisayah Kshattaha Avaruhya Sudishnitaha Kridanti Pumsaha Sinchanta Vigaharati Kashitaha. There Surastriyaha, they are comparing this Yaksha woman like the Surastriyaha. Yeho Tatsnan Vibrasta Navakunkuma Pinjaram Vitrishobi Pibantyambaha Payanta Gajagajihi. Those Yaksha women, they take bath in those ponds, and then the elephants come there to drink the water. Even though they are not thirsty, they drink the water by looking at that Navakunkuma Pinjaram, that vermilion, that powder on their bodies. It will mix with the water. It looks so beautiful. These elephants try to drink that water. And there it is mentioned, Tarahema Maharatna Vimana Satadankulam Justam Punya Janastrebihi Yatakam Satadidghanam. And Hitva Yaksheshwari Purim Vanam Saugandikam Chitat Drumaihi Kamudugai Hurjam Chitramaya Palachadaihi. So that is where it is Yaksheshwara Puri. It is the Alaka Puri. It is the description of that nature. Rakta Kantaka Ghanika Swaramandita Shatpadam Kalaham Sakula Preshtam Karadhanda Jalasayam Vanakunjar Sangrusta Harichandana Vayuna Adi Punya Janastrina Muhurun Matayan Manaha. They're all Punya Janastris. This is about the Yaksha woman. So that means they're all greater than the human beings. They're all associates of Kuvera. Kuvera is the close friend of Lord Shiva, and he worships Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, most of the times, he stays with within Kuvera's palace in such exalted devotee Kuvera. So,
Yeah,
yes,
yes,
Mataji.
Prabhu, one more thing. Like Rakshasas, they are man eaters. So are Yakshas also man eaters, Prabhu? I meant to ask.
Yakshas, I haven't seen that one. There we see once Yaksha, one of the Yaksha, he has exchanged the transgender with Shikandi. That is one.
Okay.
one kind. And Yaksha killed Uttama, and where else we would see, and Bhima has killed so many Yakshas as well. That is also we see. They are not, I haven't seen that they are the man eaters. So far, I have not heard about them.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Prabhu. Because there is somewhere a conversation between Yudhishthira Maharaj and Yaksha as well, when
If
he
that,
was traveling or he was going to Swarglok or something, I think.
and that is Yaksha, it is Yamadharmaraja only. It is Yudhishthira's father. He disguised himself as Yaksha.
Okay.
That is also, he came in the form of a crane, the bird, big bird. And then he says that he introduces himself, I am Yaksha, something like that to Yudhishthira. But he is not Yaksha, he is Yudhishthira's father, Yamadharmaraja.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Any other questions? Gayatri Mataji, you wanted to share anything or any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, we were having another discussion. This was not related to this, but they say Putra means who will liberate his parents or father. They say usually Putra will liberate the father. They say.
Yes.
So what about mothers, Prabhuji? In this, now Dhruva Maharaj is liberating his mother also.
Yes.
So what about the mothers? Like they too, and in the scriptures usually they say the father is the seed giving, so he gets liberated. But mother is even more important according to scriptures. Also, they say
Mother.
Matra Devo Bhava. First is mother, and then the father. So uh, how is this distinction happening, Prabhuji? We just wanted to know.
Here, father mentions wife always stays with the husband. Wife is dependent of husband. Wherever husband goes, wife goes in the footsteps of the husband. So that is the for the just a woman's path. So Pu is the hell. Tra is means who delivers that from that hell, Putra. So likewise, mother also goes. And also if this again comes from the education, the Brahma Vaivarta Mahapurana. So education, if you see this one, Education Sanatan Library, there in the Punyakavrata, whoever is the devotee of the Lord, Harimantram Guhitva, and what happens to them? So it describes very nicely in the library. So this is Puranas, we have got the Puranas, and then here it describes Brahmavaivarta Mahapurana, and then you see, so it is Ganapati Kanda. So there is a third chapter, performance of the vratas. So it describes here a third chapter in these shlokas. It is mentioned, I don't understand this Hindi, but let me just to see that. Can anyone read that one? Let me just bring that chapter. Okay, so this one, it is mentions like Lord Shiva speaks to the Shunu Parvati Vakshami Tanabhadram Bhavishyati Upayatah Karyasiddhir Bhavatyeva Jagatrayoho Sarvavanchi Siddhesto Bheja Rupam Sumangalam Manasah Priti Janakam Upayam Katayamite. So this is described here. And especially when it comes to the shlokas, this is very, very beautiful shlokas are coming, glorifying the Pavitranam Vaishnavasha Varnanam Pranavo Yatha Vishnu Mantrasya Mantranam Bhedanam Prakurityata Vidusham Chetavani Gayatri Chandasamyata Yata Kubero Yakshanam Sarpanam Vasukiryata. So describing what is the great, and here Vishnu Mantram, and then this likewise it is a description, and then Salagramasha Murtinam Poshunam Vishnu Panjaraha. This is Salagramasya Murtinam. Out of all these deities, Salagrama is the best. Posunam Vishnu Panjaraha. This is Vishnu Panjaraha, possibly, I think, I don't know, possibly it may be the cow, I think. Chatushpadaranam Panchasyo Mano Jivinam Yata. And then yata swantam indriyanam mrugadindriyasya rujamyata balinam cha yata siktihi aham sikti matam tada. So in such a way, he was describing of what is the great out of all these things. There he mentions Vratam kuru mahabhagi trishu lokeshu durlabham sarvashreshasya putraste vratadev bhavishyati. व्रत आराध्यस्य वै कृष्णः सर्वेषां वाञ्छितः प्रदः जनो यत्सेवान् मुक्तः पितृभिः कोटिभिः सह जस्ट रिमेम्बर पितृभिः कोटिभिः सह हरिमन्त्रं गृहीत्वा च हरिसेवां करोति यः हरिमन्त्रं गृहीत्वा च हरिसेवां करोति यः भारते जन्म सफलं स्वात्मनः करोति च बुद्धृत्य कोटिपुरुषान् वैकुण्ठं याति सुनिश्चितं Shri Krishna Parshado Bhotva Sukam Tatrina Muhdate. So he would elevate 1 crore people, Buddhritya Koti Purushan, and then Vaikuntam Yati Sunishitam, his path to Vaikunta is this is the 33 sloka. This is I am speaking this one. Buddhritya Koti. This is the Buddhritya Koti Purushan. Vaikuntam Yati Sunishitam Shri Krishna Parshado Bhotva Sukam Tatrenam Hodate, and then who are all going with him? Sahodaran, Swabhrutyamsha, Swabhundun, Sahacharinaha, Swastriyascha, Samudcha Bhakto Yati Harehe Padam. So it is described here. This is Sahodaran, Swabhrutyamsha, Swabhundun, Sahacharinaha, Swastriyascha, Samudcha Bhakto Yati Harehe Padam. Everyone are included in that 40 people, everyone are included. तस्मात् गृहान् गिरिजे हरेर् मन्त्रं सुदुर्लभं जपमन्त्रं व्रते तत्र पितॄणां मुक्ति कारणम्. So this is very beautiful explains. It includes of all our family members, the 4 generations and then next generations as well. So that means mother, what to speak of mother. So mother is already there with the father. Everyone will go to the Vaikunta. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for clarifying this. Yeah.
So here it is mentions all these translations.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, very nice, Prabhuji. What if the father doesn't do much austerities or anything, but the only mother is doing? What happens then, Prabhuji?
Yes, so example is the Venu, and then his father Anga Maharaj, and then his son Pridhu Maharaj. Pridhu Maharaj knows his father Venu is a demonic mentality, and then so by his devotional activities or yajnas and sacrifice, his father Vena is also be relieved. That is also comes in this later on. So if we are pious, forefathers will be elevated out of the hellish planets.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, yes. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. One more question, Prabhu. I was listening somewhere in a lecture that when someone gets dikshit or initiated and does her or his sadhana bhakti religiously in a disciplined way, that person also takes his, I mean, family members and all to the Vaikunth Loka. Is it true,
Yes.
Prabhu?
Yes. So would you like to read this, Mataji? So from here, this one, whoever recites this mantra.
Such a person after redeeming, is it?
Just a little, for a little, whoever recites this mantra. Yeah, from there.
Whoever recites the mantra of the Lord in the land of Bharata, his life meets with success. He also redeems crores of his generations and ultimately achieves Vaikuntha, where he serves as a courtier of Lord Krishna and spend his life comfortably, conformably. I don't know what this means. Such a person, after redeeming his brother, servant, associates, and the ladies of the household, proceeds to the house of the Lord. O Parvati, therefore, you accept the mantra of the Lord, which is difficult to get, and which redeems the man's. Thereafter, Lord Shiva went to the bank of Ganga together with Parvati and imparted the knowledge of the sacred mantra of the Lord of Parvat. O sage, he also explained to her the Kavach Stotra and method of adoration to her. Prabhu, is it about initiation? This what
This
I'm
is,
reading.
this is the Hari Mantram. Hari Mantram. Hari Mantram Gruhitva. So this is described in the 32 shloka. So this one. Hari Mantram Gruhitva cha Hari Seva Karoti Yaha. Bharati Janma Sapalam. Bharate Janma Sapalam Swatmanah Karoti Yaha. This 32 shloka. Yes. So here Lord Shiva is initiating. This is the Ganapati Kanda. And Mother Parvati is inquiring how to get a good child. This is Ganapati Kanda. And then Lord Shankara is giving Hari Mantram to Parvati, Mother Parvati. This is Punyika Vrata. This is the process. You can also see glory of the Punyika Vratam. And then birth of Ganesha, it happens later on when Mother Parvati does.
Okay.
So all family members will be elevated. Buddhritya Koti Purushan.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
So, Mataji, any other questions or any sharings? Swarup Prabhuji, would you like to add or you wanted to share anything? Ask.
And nothing more from my side too. It was very nice.
Prabhuji, Gauringi Mataji, you wanted to share anything?
Nothing, Prabhuji. But is Dhruva Maharaj about many things you mentioned, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. I don't have a question, Prabhuji. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Usha Mataji, you wanted to share anything, Mataji? So that is from the Dhruva Maharaj, how he is going back to Godhead. So likewise, whoever hears, so every Ekadasi day, and if he recites or hears this Dhruva story, so they will achieve. So I used to have, we are in the Krishna consciousness. This is the Savai Nivritti Dharmena. This is the Vairagya. Vairagrag Upadibhyam Amanatu Ubhe Lakshanan. This is the Pravritti Marga, Nivritti Marga. Our path is Nivritti Marga. Where we get these opulences, and do we need to lose all kinds of enjoyment? I was thinking like that, but when I see the Swayambhu Manu, how this Dhruva Maharaj, Swayambhu Manu, he has Nishnatu Yoga Mayam. So he was the Nishnatu Yoga Mayam, Manum Swayambhu. This is mentioned. Even though he was enjoying, but Nasekuhu Bhagat Param, he was enjoying all kinds of opulences. Sabariyaha saprajaha kaman bubuje anya viroditaha sangeman satkitihi sastribihi suragayakaihi prativusheshvanabadhena hridafirnvan harehe kataha. So he has enjoyed all kinds of opulences as a king. Dhruva Maharaj also has enjoyed all kinds of opulences when he was ruling the kingdom. So he's by his pious activities, and he has enjoyed. By his sacrifices, he has diminished the sinful reactions. Likewise, he has enjoyed. At the end, he has relieved from all kinds of material duties. So that means, that doesn't mean one has to relinquish everything, whatever he has got. One can enjoy, but at the same time, remembering Krishna is the very, very important thing in all times and circumstances. So that in the 8th shloka, what we have recited, Mahabhagavata Mahamatihi. So that is the beautiful shloka. So this is what is called, it is the Achalitam Smritim Yaya. Achalitam Smritim Yaya. We need to remember Krishna. though we have got all opulences. But whoever is not remembering Krishna and having all these things, they are the Jivanapi Mrutohi Saha. Even though living, he is a dead body. Okay, so that is the summary. So by when we hear about Dhruva Maharaj and Swayambhu Manu's pastimes, so we will get inspiration. So we do not have to really leave our home and leaving all these opulences and enjoyment. We don't have to. While whatever we have got, we offer everything to Krishna and then take it as a prasadam and enjoy. At the same time, remember Krishna chanting, associate with the devotees, all those things. By this, we can go back to Godhead. It gives assurance to us. So in that the end, in the Palashruti also we see that one in the last shlokas. Whoever does this one, so they will get all kinds of fame and all this Palashruti. So they will get it. Okay, this is very beautifully described. Okay, so this is how he did. So this is attainment of the immortality. Narration of Dhruva Maharaj is sublime knowledge for the attainment of immortality. Persons unaware of the absolute truth can be led to the path of truth. Those who out of transcendental kindness take on the responsibility of becoming master protectors of the poor living entities automatically gain the interest and blessings of the demigods. Okay, this is very nice, Palashruti. So ultimately, though or unknowingly, if you are hearing and reciting on these auspicious days, then all auspiciousness comes to us. Okay, so I stop here, and dear devotees, if you're all happy, then we shall conclude our session for tonight. And then see you next Tuesday, maybe with some other devotee sharing different pastimes of Krishna Katha. Okay. We shall now move on to the Narasimha prayers. Can you request Gauringi Mataji and Swarup Prabhuji or Sandeep Prabhuji? Sandeep Prabhuji available?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Okay.
No, Prabhuji. Yes. Sandeep Prabhu is not here, Prabhuji. Yes.
Sure, Mataji. Okay, so Swarup Prabhuji is going to, if you are available, Swarup Prabhuji.
Sure, Prabhu.
Okay, Gauringi Mataji, when you are ready, so kindly start.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Please.
My voice is not good, Prabhuji.
Yeah, sure, Mataji.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Praladaladaine.
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 Hiranyakashipurvachahai.
Hiranyakashipurvakshah.
Hiranyakashipurvachahai.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaya.
Chilatankanakalaye.
Shilatankanakalaye.
Chilatankanakalaye.
Shilatankanakalaye.
Ito nasimo parato nasimo.
Ito Nasimho Parato Nasimho.
Ito Narsimo Parato Narsimo.
Ito Nasimho Parato Nasimho.
Yeto Yami Tato Narsimo.
Yato Yami Tato Nasimho.
Yeto Yami Tato Narsimo.
Yato Yami Tato Nasimho.
Bahir Narsimo Hridaye Narsimo.
Bahi Nasimho Hridaye Nasimho.
Bahir Narsimo Hridaye Narsimo.
Bahi Nasimho Hridaye Nasimho.
Narasingamadim Saranam Prapade.
Narasinghamadin Saranam Prapade.
Narasingamadim Saranam Prapade.
Narasingham Adim Saranam Prapade.
Prabhakara Kamalabare. Nakhamadvuta Singa. Dalita Hiranyakashipur Tanuvringa Kesavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare.
Tavakara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanuvringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare.
Kesabadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare.
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे.
Jayo Narasimhadev, Jayo Narasimhadev, Jayo Narasimhadev, Jayo Narasimhadev.
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव.
Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev.
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
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 Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Guru Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Guru Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Guru Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Guru Hari Bol.
श्री नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय।
Jai,
भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की
Jai,
Jai.
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
Jai,
श्री जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की
Jai.
Jai.
निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी।
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hari
हरे
Hari
हरे
Bol.
Krishna.
बोल। हरे कृष्णा। थैंक यू प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna.
हरि बोल।
Thank you, Garingi Mataji and Swarup Prabhuji and Hemlata Mataji, Gayatri Mataji for kindly singing a beautiful kirtans and Narasimha prayers. Very nice. Thank you so much. Okay, if you're all happy, then we shall conclude our session and we'll see you tomorrow morning for Japa session at 5:30 a.m. Okay. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां
पतितानां
पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
नमो
नमः।
नमः
Koti
अनन्तकोटि
Koti
वैष्णव की
की
जय
जय।
शिल प्रभुपाद की जय
जय।
हरे कृष्ण कॉन्शियस नाइट एवरीवन हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna.
हरे
Thank you.
कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Hare
हरे
Krishna Prabhuji.
कृष्ण।
Thank you.
थैंक यू माता जी